two kids, much older than mine, like 8 and 10, something like that.
Yeah, 9 and 11.
Yeah, what is that like, having kids? I don't know. Close, right?
Yeah, close enough.
What kind of stuff do you guys do?
You know, we go climbing, ride motorcycles.
Really? You go climbing?
Sure.
Like mountain sort of stuff?
Yeah, ropes and climb up.
So actual technical climbs?
Technical climbs.
Like what peaks? Anything that we would know?
No, just walls right now. We're just practicing on walls. You know, rock walls.
Yeah. But you yourself actually go out and climb mountains. Okay?
Yeah, I'm not a great climber, but I enjoy it.
Well, how often do you go, and where do you go?
Everywhere, you know, Colorado, you know, do some climbing there, and just different places in Europe.
And what is your fascination with that activity?
I
don't know. Seems like a good question.
It's something that's, it's very peaceful.
Yes.
It's relaxing.
Now, do you go with a large group?
No. No. No, I want a very strong person up there in case I fall. If the whole group goes, you know...
Then you go.
Then we all go, you know.
Have you ever had a close call?
Climbing? No.
And is it the kind of thing it takes more than one day to get to the summit? You camp along the way, or is it... I don't know. What?
No.
Is it me? Something wrong?
No, I haven't done the overnight. Sometimes certain walls take, you know, you sleep overnight. I haven't done that yet. And some guys do that.
The highest elevation you've climbed?
Up at about, I guess, 14.5, something like that.
That's pretty high?
Yeah.
Pretty good. I remember, I didn't know anything about ACS, acute mountain sickness. Didn't know anything about it. And one time I went to Wyoming, and I'd never been to Wyoming before. And of course, once you get to Wyoming, it's like, oh my God, let's go, because there's so much stuff to do.
Yeah.
And so I was running and canoeing and climbing. And the next day, I was just like somebody had shut off my brainstem. And it was because I hadn't given myself time to acclimate to the change in elevation, and I exhausted myself.
That's what the doctor told you.
Yeah, that's what the doctor told me. That's right.
Well, mister...
Has anything like that ever happened to you? Have you ever been woozy at altitude?
No, but I fly. I'm a pilot, and I was... one time we were flying to Colorado, and I was flying this airplane that we had to go on oxygen, and the winds were better at a higher altitude, so we climbed up, and I realized that we couldn't stay at that altitude if... on oxygen, I had to descend because I didn't have enough oxygen. So I had a passenger in the back, so we figured out, you know, me and the co-pilot, that if we turned the oxygen off in the back guy, that we could make it at this altitude. So we, you know, it wasn't dangerous or anything, you know.
So, now, what happened when you turned his oxygen off?
He was very quiet. He felt... He fell asleep. He fell asleep. He slept the whole way.
Yeah. Well, but
you know, he's the kind of guy you wanted to have him sleep the whole way. You know, it's like just.
But honestly, looking at it from another direction, isn't that attempted manslaughter? You just turn a guy's oxygen off? You're lucky you're not doing time, for the love of God.
He woke up.
He did wake up, yeah.
You know, when we were landing on descent, he... My hands are... He said, geez, my hands... My hands are your old hands. He said, my hands are tingling. I slept the whole... I said, must have been the way I was laying. I said, yeah, must have been the way.
Oh, my God. Wasn't getting enough oxygen to his brain. Oh, my God.
I know.
Well, it's
Oh, God.
funny now. Yow.
No, it wasn't such a high altitude that it would have, you know,
Sure, that's
caused death or anything.
just the occasional numbness of extremities.
Oh, do you have a Kleenex? My
Yeah,
eyes
we'll
are
get you.
wrapped.
All right, the thing there. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back with Tom Cruise, everybody.